rest of these problems. These are from worksheet 7-6 practice. So practicing solving inequalities and graphing them, okay? This was your homework assignment for last time. So let's go through these and make sure that you understand when to switch the sign, when to multiply by a negative number, when to divide, and how to isolate the variable in order to solve, okay? So Henry, number 2.
And is greater than -4.
N is greater than -4. All right, let's check it out. Add -8 to both sides, right? Then 2m is greater than -8. Divide by 2. We need to reverse the sign if we're dividing by 2.
No.
Class?
No.
No, it's a +2. So m is greater than -4. Is that what you got, Henry?
Yep.
Good. Graph it. Whoa, that's not a good arrow. M is greater than -4. So we use an open dot and an arrow to the right. Okay, James.
It's supposed to be greater than
Or equal to? Oh yeah, that's right. We figured that out. That we should have to add an equal to sign in order to make this true. Yep. Otherwise, it's a false inequality. So we'll have to use a solid dot there if we add that. Okay. Thank you. Good catch. Number 3. John.
I got
Wait. 6 plus 3y is greater than 5. What would we do first?
You would subtract 6 from 6.
Add -6. Yep.
And then you would take the 3y is greater than -1. And then you would divide the reciprocal.
Yep.
And then there would be y is greater than -1/3.
Y is greater than -1/3. We didn't switch the sign. Why not? Do you need to? Why?
It's not on the other side. The left side.
No. Well, what do we need to look at to decide if we need to switch the sign?
Coefficient.
The coefficient. Is the coefficient positive or negative?
Positive.
It's positive. So do we need to switch the sign? No. Only if the coefficient is negative. Only if we have to divide by a negative number. We divided by a positive number in order to isolate the y. Yes?
Instead of if you put -1/3, what did you put? -0.33.
When you get a repeating decimal, you should keep it as -1/3. Okay? Especially in these type of problems where you need an exact answer, keep it as -1/3. Okay? So in order to graph this, graph -1/3. Y is greater than, so we use an open dot and an arrow to the right. Okay? Any questions on this one? Number 4. 4x minus 9 is greater than -7. Lydia, run.
Okay, so you would add 9 to both sides.
Okay?
And then, yeah, is greater than 2.
Yep.
And then you can divide by 4 on both sides, and then I got x is greater than 1/2.
We didn't switch the sign.
Don't need to.
Don't need to because the 4 is positive. Good. So, graph this. Mark 0. X is 1/2 and it is greater than 1/2. Okay. Joey, question?
Could you just put 0.5 rather than?
On this one, we could use 0.5 because it's a non-repeating decimal. Okay, it's a terminating decimal. But since it's 1/2, we don't have to convert it to 0.5. We can use the fraction there. Okay. Christina, number 5. 1/3 A minus 4 is greater than or equal to -1. So what should we do first? Add 4 to both sides. Right? Yep.
Negative.
Yeah, so then because this is plus -4, good. So then 1/3 A is greater than or equal to 3? Yeah. Now, how do we get rid of the fraction? What's the reciprocal of 1/3? Just show me. 3, right? So we need to multiply by 3 over 1 because we have a fraction here. Cross out those 3's. And then multiply by what on this side? The same number, good. So A is greater than or equal to what, class?
9.
9. Right? 3 times 3. So mark 9 on our number line with a solid dot. This is a greater than or equal to sign. And an arrow to the right. Any questions? We did number 6 together already. Let's skip down to number 14. Number 14. James. Or, I'm sorry, Troy. Are we? No, it is James. 6y minus 7 is less than -2y plus 13. What do we need to do with this one?
The variable on one side and the whole number on one side.
Good, yep.
So I added 7 on one side.
Okay.
And then I added 7 on the side. And I added 2y to the right side.
Alright. So now when we add down, we have 6y plus 2y is 8y. -7 plus 7 is 0. -2y plus 2y is 0. And 13 plus 7 is 20. Right? Now what? So y is, do we need to reverse the sign? But what about this -2y right here? Kira.
You got rid of that, and it's only you only reverse the side with like the code.
Good, yeah. The coefficient that we're dividing by 8, not -8. So since we're dividing by a positive number, we don't have to reverse the sign. Now, what if we got rid of the 6y's and put them over here? Then would we need to reverse the sign? Yeah, because then we'd have -8y's on this side and -20 over here. And then we would have to reverse the sign. You see why? Because the variable would be on the other side. If the variable's on the other side, we'd have to reverse the sign to make it true, wouldn't we? So y is less than 2 and what? 2 and 1/2. Or 2.5. Okay? That's why I wanted to show you that question. Y is less than 2 and 1/2. Any questions on that one? Chase.
I did the other way around. So you did the 6 plus y and then the 13.
Good. And what did you get for your solution?
I got negative 2.5 is greater
Wait.
than 1.
But wouldn't negative divided by negative be a positive? Because you'd have negative 8 and negative 20. See, negative 7 plus negative 13 is negative 20, right? And negative 2 plus negative 6 is negative 8. That's where you forgot that negative sign. Okay? There it is. Do you get it then? Do you see how you'd have to reverse the sign at the end and you'd get the same solution? Okay? Alright. Those are some good sample problems to review when we're going to take a quiz on this.